Hey guys, welcome back to Reverse 1999. In today's video, I want to cover what they posted over on their socials, which is that we will be getting a Dris banner straight after the maintenance. Now, we are going to talk about Dris in this video herself, but what I wanted to highlight at the start of this video is the fact that this is actually different to the order that they did banners over in CN. If we go over here to the CN banner order, you can see that we had the two that we've got ongoing now, then they had Melania, and then they actually had Voyager, but we aren't getting the Voyager. Maybe we will get her later. We are jumping straight into the Dris banner. Now, I'm not too sure. We are getting sped up from what CN was. These first couple patches, they're speeding up, which I do appreciate. So maybe they're just cutting the Voyager banner, because if we look at the layout here on the CN version, you can see we had this on the 15th of the 6th, and then this one came on the 27th of the 6th, and then this one came on the 6th of the 7th, and then this one came on the 11th of the 7th. So they were all spread out. But now if we go over here to Pride Win Home, they've got this really good thing. You can see that obviously we're getting Dris in 1 day and 22 hours at the time of recording this, along with Melania, along with the event, along with the patch, along with all the good stuff. But this is just something interesting to me, and it's something that I wanted to note, is that we do cover a lot of things based on the CN version. If we go over here onto Pride Win and we take a look at some of their guides, for instance, the materials farming sheet, which is gathered from CN data. If we look at the banners, obviously, when we take a look at the banners, and the order, we're always basing this off of CN, and a lot of the insight we have is based on the CN version. But I just wanted to let you guys know, just take some of this stuff with a grain of salt, because they are willing to change things, which a lot of games that come from CN normally don't really change things, but it's very interesting to me that they are happy to. So just take it with a grain of salt, and if anything does change from what we've assumed from the CN version, I will definitely let you guys know, but it's just something to keep note of, that they are willing to change things on global from what they were on CN. It doesn't look like we're going to get any changes between the initial two banners, at least, because obviously they've already announced the patch. We've got Melania coming first, which is obvious, and then they've already given us the info that Pickles is coming after that. So we know that the first two exclusive banners are the same, but who knows what they do down the line. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. So let's jump over to Dris herself and take a look. So she's a mental damage dealing plant unit that specializes in petrification. Now, my basic summary of Dris is she is a really solid unit. If you're stuck on, Limbo Stage 5 right now, Side 2, which is the 2 trash bags that use 4 attacks every turn, you're looking at Dris' kit and you're going, damn, she'd be really handy for me right now. But I think in general, she's just kind of, her second ability, or her final ability, just kind of let her down on what she could have been. So let's go through her skills, and then I'll give you guys my reasoning for saying essentially what I just said. So she's got a mass attack for her ultimate, 400% mental damage to all enemies, and 1 round of petrified to the main target. So you target one character, they get petrified, and everyone takes damage. Now, the thing with Petrify is that it's like a complete stun. You completely lock the enemy out of doing attack cards, buffing cards, debuffing cards, ultimate cards. It's effectively a stun. They can't do shit. But if you hit them with reality damage, it breaks it. So you really want to run her in a full mental team. If you have a reality unit on the team, then you've really got to be careful that you're not breaking your petrifications, because that would really suck. But hey, an ultimate that has a single target hard CC, not too bad. Then we go on to her next ability, which is another fantastic ability in my opinion. This is like next level of when we look at Sonetto's ability or Ann Lee, where, you know, well, no, it is basically Ann Lee's, but she gets hers only at upgrade 2. So this one at base, it's 200% damage. Level 2, it's still only 200% damage, but it applies Petrify for 1 round. And if you get it to 3-star, it's 2 rounds of Petrify. This level 2 giving you the Petrify is huge. If you use Ann Lee, you know it's so frustrating when her 2-star card is useless. You need to get to 3-star to get that lockout. This one, you just get it at 2-star. It's fantastic. It's, like I said, it's like an upgrade from what Sonetto does, at 2-star, Sonetto can stop them using attack cards. This one just completely locks them out. So I think this is an absolutely fantastic ability. So these first 2 skills, both incredibly solid from a supportive standpoint. But the problem is she gets thrust into the position of being a main damage dealer because of this attack, because this is just focused on damage. Mass attack deals 120% mental damage to 2 enemies. This attack enjoys a penetration rate of plus 30%. Now, the problem for me with this ability is it kind of turns her into a jack of all trades, master of none, because here she was a great supportive character. This kit is a great supportive kit. But then you go put in damage, so now she's trying to be a damage dealer. If this was some sort of buffing ability or debuffing ability or something like that, she would be an absolute top tier unit in my opinion. If she had damage mitigation on this ability, if she had something like offensive pressure, like for allies, a buff, anything, it'd be amazing. But this is the problem in her kit for me personally. Not saying I'm right, this is just my personal opinion when I look to playing the character. So great support, but you've got a kind of dead card in her kit, which you can play her for damage, obviously. But the problem with playing her for damage is her multipliers aren't really that big when you look at a 2-star single target card only doing 200% damage. So she's kind of that funny mixed character, mixed between damage and support. Now, when we look to her insights, this one is going to give her some more damage, pushing her towards that damage dealing role. When in stats up or pos status, she's going to get that 20% extra damage dealt. Then we get another 8% damage dealt entering battle. And then she's got this really cool effect on Insight 3 for other plant units, giving them a damage heal plus 10% and leech rate plus 10%. Now, I honestly, if you look to pulling her, I think if you're going to pull her, it's because you just like the character, you like her aesthetics, you like the playstyle, you like that petrify type playstyle. And that would be the main reason I would see to pull for this banner. When we've got so many good banners coming, when we look at Pickles, who's just a great general support character. Then we move into Tooth Fairy, who's just top tier healer with, helping your crit damage dealing units do what they want to do. And then we move into, what's her face? Changeling, who's like key pivotal part of poison meta if you want to play that, which is a really strong meta. With so many strong units coming out, knowing that you could pull Dris off of your lost 50-50 on some of these banners, I just have a hard time recommending anyone to pull on this banner. She is coming out at the exact same time as Melania, and in my opinion, I would rather pull on the Melania banner than the Dris banner. Like I said, at the moment, she might look incredibly tempting if you're stuck on that limbo stage 5 side 2 with the 2 trash bags, because she'd be like, she'd really help you lock out those enemies, but at the same time, I ain't gonna look that short-sighted, because let's face it, another week worth of loot, stamina burning and stuff like that, we'll probably punch through it and then it'll reset, it'll be different enemies, and then we'll be screwed on something else. So that's my general thoughts around Dris. But just know, once again, recapping what I said at the start of the video, we do base a lot of things off of CN version, but they are willing to make changes from CN for global. So take everything with a grain of salt. And if there are any major changes, I will definitely let you guys know. But anyway, that is going to be it from me. I'm going to shut up now. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.